I think when you're put in this position, you take on that role of all eyes are on you when you're in there because you are the number one guy and you're expected to know what to do. You're expected to know exactly what's going on. So they're looking at you, and you gotta when they ask questions, you gotta help them out. And even if they don't ask questions, they do something wrong, you gotta help them out. I think it's just taking on that role as the number one quarterback and really just as Clint did with me, helping me out. I just, it's, filling in that role.
Getting as 2.5 games of full reps last year, how much did that help you and how much did that build your confidence for what you're in now?
That set me up for the rest of my career, I believe. Going through that whole season, I think, set me up. Starting out on scout team and then going from getting those live reps, I think the whole situation really just propelled me to this season.
Now that you've already graduated, what added does that give you that you don't have to worry about school anymore? Does that help you on the field now that you can focus mainly?
Yeah, well, I still have to worry about a little bit of school. I'm in grad school now. I'm starting in August. I'm going to be in the integrated marketing communication program, and that's going to be all online. So I'll be able to stay up here, watch more film, get to know the defense that we're going up against that week. I think it'll help a lot. Just having more time to focus on football. I can get my work done early in the week without having to spend hours in class.
You and the other quarterbacks in practice, whenever you're practicing together and throwing and whatnot, what are you giving them, kind of since you have experience? You have a little more experience than they do. What are you giving them and passing on to them?
Just when I see, they go through the same thing. When you're going through learning an offense, you go through the same things as I was going through. So when I see them struggling with something maybe that I struggled with in the past, I'll let them know what's going on and how to fix it, and really just taking on that role, like I said, is just as Clint did with me.
Starting quarterback in the Big 12, or is that something maybe for later?
Well, I think in times in need, like when I'm lacking motivation, I like to go back on it and just remind myself how far I've come, and just remind myself how far that I'm wanting to go, and remind myself of why I started. And I think it helps me looking back on it right now. Just looking back on all the other stuff, it's a whirlwind, looking back on it, but I wouldn't change it at all. I wouldn't change it walking on, student debt. I wouldn't change nothing. I'm glad where I am.
Thanks, Skyler.